Welcome to Silver and Black Films presents Players Making Cases for the Raiders.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
The Oakland Raiders beat the Los Angeles Rams 14-3 Saturday. I guess that's not a big deal, is it? Nothing was proven because neither side played their starters. Whoever made up the phrase, "It's not whether if you win or lose, it's how you play the game," had to have made it up right after watching an NFL preseason game. Because if you're on the roster bubble and have a good training camp, then come out and play well in the preseason, you have a chance of making the team. And if you're down on the depth chart, you have a chance to move up and have a bigger role with that team. Those with a secure role play very little, if at all, during the preseason. They sharpen up during the controlled scrimmages during joint practices. That way, the coaching staff can focus on properly evaluating the players that are fighting for a roster spot or a bigger role on the team. So let the evaluation process commence, because there are players that have emerged from last week's joint practices as well as Saturday's preseason game. This year's training camp has highly drafted players trying to prove they're worth the pick, and recently acquired players wanting to prove that they're worth the big contracts they just signed. Then there are those that are just fighting for a role on the team. And Saturday, they have their opportunity to fight for it, under the lights and in front of the cheerleaders. At receiver, you already know that Antonio Brown has his role with the team, and it's a big one. He just literally needs to get his head and his feet right. Because when they are, he's the best receiver in the game. And he showed it during his one practice as a Raider. The Raiders are expecting big things from Brown and his sidekick, Tyrell Williams. He's had a great camp so far, blowing past defenders. Meanwhile, rookie 5th round pick Hunter has been the lead for the starting slot role. To get that, he put his route running ability and great hands on full display during camp. This catch in particular is impressive. But don't crown him yet. He was unable to get open and make a catch Saturday. The door is open for J.J. Nelson, who's also having a great camp. He's proving to be an option underneath as well as a deep threat with his 4.2 speed. And right in front of Gruden Saturday, Nelson did what Nelson does. He beat a guy deep for a gain of 38. A second look shows he blew right by him, and he makes a nice adjustment for the grab. Then he showed he can run underneath routes. Then it was time for him to get on out of there. He just went from the roster bubble to contention for the number 3 receiver spot. Backup quarterback Mike Lennon looked good early on. This is a dime to Ryan Grant, who got back in the slot receiver picture. And here's another one to Keon Hatcher. But Glennon would throw the ball to the other team twice. and one of those INTs would come in the red zone. And that opened the door for Nathan Peterman to grow on Gruden even more. He mainly dinks and dunks. But he did take care of the ball Saturday, and with his legs, he went 50 yards on this play. And that would set up a short touchdown pass. At running back, DeAndre Washington is on the roster bubble while having a good camp. And he put his skills on display Saturday. He showed he's a good receiver out of the backfield. Let's look at that route again. Oh! And with tight end Foster Moreau's blocking at the point of attack, Washington cuts it back for a touchdown. And with this reception on 3rd and 9, Moreau showed he can do more than just block. Fullback Alec Angle filled in well for Keith Smith blocking in camp. Then in the preseason game, he took it to another level with a couple of catches. Defensive coordinator Paul Gunther enjoyed watching his youngsters. And first-round pick Cleveland Ferrell, who's having a good camp, was among them. There, he crashes down to stop the run. And from inside, he chases the quarterback down and holds him to a gain of 2 on 3rd and 8. Now that's just as good as a sack because it gets his defense off the field on 3rd down. Coming into this game as a nickel rusher, Arden Key showed he can play the run. And he can still rush the passer, as I'm not sure, but I believe he got a hand on this ball here. And the bend on this sack is beautiful. And here he comes with more pressure and the hit. Second-round pick Trayvon Martin makes a good play on the ball. So while Key is looking for a full-time role at defensive end, Mullen and the sticky coverage are looking for one at cornerback. Defensive tackle Maurice Hurst is another one of those guys that looks like he's grown from his rookie year last year. But in spite of leading the team in sacks and playing the run well last year, Hurst came into Saturday as a nickel rusher. but he should definitely get a full-time role if he continues to play the run like this. It didn't look so good for Nevin Lawson Saturday because it was Yellow Laundry Day. He ended up with 2 pass interference penalties. And this replay showed this because he wasn't looking back for the ball. But he did straighten it out and make a play on this one. And after taking this knee to the head, Uber athlete Isaiah Johnson is in concussion protocol. So Lawson still has a shot. Second-year punter Johnny Townsend has not improved. He got a 55-yarder off, but he has no hang time on his punts. He had a 42.3-yard average and couldn't pin the Rams inside the 20. That opened the door for A.J. Cole. He sent the ball into orbit while averaging 43 yards per punt. Cole looks like he clearly has a better leg than Townsend. And his yard average was affected by this beautiful corner kick here. If this continues, the Raiders are going to have a new punter. With Hard Knocks cameras all over the facility, the Raiders are having a great camp. And even though they didn't go against the ones, the youngsters look like they are going to improve the pass rush. All in all, the Raiders went toe-to-toe with the Super Bowl contender all of last week and in the preseason game Saturday and came out okay.
We're going to go to Arizona. It's a short week. The plan is to play the starters. Don't know how long. But I want to get ready to rumble. Are you guys with me on that? Let's hear it for Trayvon Mullen. He's going to be a dad, man. Let me tell you something, man. We had 20 veterans go out to dinner the other night. We had about 50 other young players play up tonight. But it's going to be rookies like this and old men like you, Westbrook, to make this season special, man. So let's get Trayvon in here for a break. Let's
go. Family on me, family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Sorry, I lost my voice again. But thank you for watching and see you next Sunday.